Morning troops, another day, another drain. And after our last session, very short one on the river, still choked full of duckweed, etc. Decided my next trip out to be on a familiar drain, familiar territory. It's been cleared out. The weed cutters have been through. This was completely, I'll show you the swim in a minute, but this was completely green a couple of weeks ago, so the boats have been through recently, which is good, because a couple of seasons ago I was having a few sessions on here and the boats were cutting weeds during the pike season. Oh no, but we look okay today. It was raining when I arrived, so it took me a long time to set up because I had to break all my rods down from the previous session. They were all fished paternoster style, and this drain's too shallow. It's only my stop knots are all at 3 foot, so it just ain't enough room for a float paternoster, in your trace. So that approach is out the window. So I'm fishing static deads. And what I've done, I've gone for small bait, lip hooked, medium bait, lip hooked, and a big bait, hair rigged. So we'll see which ones produce and which ones have the better conversion rate. On the right hand rod we've got a sprat, very small, like the ones we used in the last video. And that's presented on a circle hook, static dead. And the middle rod's a hair rigged sardine, but a small sardine, not one of my jumbo specials. It's about 6 inches long. So I've hair rigged that, and the left hand rod is a roach about 2-3 ounces, and that's lip hooked as well with a single circle hook. They're all single hooks, they're all static deads, they're all in the water, traffic's whizzing by, all these poor sods going to work, and I'm on the riverbank. And it's not sure the plan of action today. If I haven't had anything out of this part of the drain by midday, I may well up sticks and move out onto the main drain. It's a bit blowy, so out there it'll be very blowy, but if you're going to struggle to get fish, you might as well get out somewhere where you know there's big girls. You know what I mean? It's very hard fishing out there on the main drain. You know, you can go days and weeks without a run. Here seems to be more productive, in general more productive, but a smaller stamp of fish, I would say. 20s do come out of this stretch along here, but not many a season. So we're going to target the pike as usual, and let's see what the day brings. Let me show you this swim. Well, here's the drain. A familiar sight to my subscribers and regular viewers. If you ain't subscribed, hit that subscribe button down in the bottom right hand corner. You get loads of piking videos this winter. Hopefully we'll put some decent fish on the bank for you. So the left hand rod, (20–30 metres away, right in the middle of the track. As I say, that's a 2 ounce roach and a single circle hook. Middle rod, bang centre of the swim at the moment, is a hair rigged sardine. Again, that's a static dead. And over to the right hand side, in the middle again. I've a bit slapdash for that cast really. It should be closest to this reed bed, but that does produce a lot of fish down there. And that's a small sprat. It's starting to clear up now. I say it's a bit blowy. It was raining this morning, but I think it's going to clear up, which might not be the best for me really. That water's gin clear, even though we've had loads of rain. It is very, very clear. Let's see if we can catch some pike. First one of the session. Only a jack, but maybe it highlights the importance of keeping your baits moving, recasting every half hour, because that was on exactly the same spot. The only difference was I recast it. It's only a jack, first one of the session. That was on a 3-ounce roach, lip hooked with a single circle hook. Let's get the little devil back. Why is it always the little ones that cut your hand? Here we go. Let's have a look at him. He's lively. Have a quick look at him and get him back. Here we go. About the same size as the other one. Again, there's that left hand rod. Whole roach, lip hooked. About 3 ounce the roach. Single circle hook. Nailed every time. That's every single one that's been nailed so far this season. No missed runs. Let's get the little devil back. Well, that's 2 jacks. Lovely condition fish. Not a blemish on them. Both on 2 to 3 ounce roach. Stag dead on the deck. And the roach is lip hooked. They've been nailed both times. That's had a few fish already at the start of the season, and every single one of them, the run has been converted into fish on the bank. So that's got to be good. Whether the small baits will entice the big girls, I don't know. I had some decent doubles out on the with them. On very small bait, so, and I even had a 20 last year on a very small bait as well. So at the moment it seems to be working. I've said before, my conversion rate on single hook rigs is taking a dive to the back end of the season especially, but even at the start of the season, you know, I was only hitting 6, 7 out of 10 runs. So today's puzzler is it the spot, is it the bait? So it's gone back out there, the roach has gone back out there, so that's that left hand rod's gone twice, nothing else has even twitched. But it's a good start, you know, I mean, you can't, this is not a channel where you're going to get the polished, finished article with your own cameraman and spend 4 days on the river, pretend it's one day and show you brilliant fish. Well, what a brilliant session. That's not how it works. This is my weekly angling journal. I go fishing every week, piking 2 or 3 times a week. I don't film every piking trip I do, I go 2 or 3 times a week, you know, either before work or after work or a whole day if I've got a day off. So what you get is walks and all. So today's session, I'm happy. I'm catching fish. They're not the biggest pike in the world, but I'm still catching. I'm doing something right for this venue, for this time of day, for now. Yeah, I mean, every different scenario, every fishing application is always different. But at the moment, that left-hand rod's working. They're not big fish, no. But that doesn't mean there's not a big sister there waiting. So we've got 2 on the bank. We'll have another cup of coffee, celebrate. I might move the other 2 rods around a little bit actually. You know, that left-hand spot has been cracking. It's taking fish. The middle rod and the right-hand rod have not even tweaked. So I'm gonna move them back to a different spot. You never know your luck. Well, we only had a bite for a couple of hours, troops. It's a bit of debris coming down the drain now. They're running it off a little bit. It's not pumping down, it's just running off a bit, helped by the wind. So there's a bit of debris coming down, so all the rods are up high. We had them 2 fishing, space of half an hour, nothing since. No visual signs of anything. No fry jumping around. There was a crash down to my left where I had 2 fish, so I'm hoping there's bigger pike down there. Boosted the baits about an hour ago. That didn't have the desired effect. I think it's just a case of me sitting on my hands and waiting. I could go out onto the main drain, I suppose, but it's blowing a gale at the moment. And the wind will be right in my face on there, which is not a big deal. It's just that there'll be so much movement on the water. It's very windy, weedy. Weedy, they all sound the same, but very weedy down here. So I prefer, when I've got a recce or swim or whatever, I prefer it to be a bit calmer so I can see the lie of the land. When it's choppy, you can't see into the water, so you don't know where the clear spots are. I know that stretched like the back of my hand. I know where the deep spots, deeper holes are and the deeper gullies. I know where they all are. It's just the amount of weed, and I don't want to be turning up midday raking out the swim. So I don't know, I've got a lot to ponder. Stick or twist, blackjack time. Stick or twist. So we've got the baits boosted. That was an hour ago. Though. They're still losing oil. I just recast the sprat. There's plenty of oil dripping out of that. So fingers crossed we have something a little bit bigger. We've had 2 jacks. You know, once you start getting the fish along here, I'd say the average stamp of a fish along here is in the 12 to 14 pound bracket. So you get a mid double out of it, you've had a good day. I say it throws up a 20 once or twice a season really. The bigger fish tend to be out on the main drain. So the reason I'm not rushing to get out there is I've got a day off in a couple of days time, so I might put a whole day in on the main drain. Well, what we're going to do, I've just had a cup of coffee and some orange cake. I've got nothing to tidy up, I've got no rigs to make. It's just a case of sitting tight, holding my breath. Hold my breath for 5 hours, that ain't possible, is it? But you know what I mean. And then see if we can have a pike. So it's very, very blowy. I'm quite sheltered down here, but it is really blowy today. So I hope the audio's okay.
Number 3 of the session. Made us wait a long time for that, 7 hours. That was the right hand rod this time. Just as I was unhooking it, something showed an interest in my middle rod. So I'm going to get this little devil back quick and see if we can grab another one. 3. Hey! Well, you wait 7 hours, they're like buses, aren't they? 2 come along at once. Just lost one. First one was lost this season, and it came to the hair rigged big bait. It felt like a jack, so obviously the bait's too big to convert. Obviously the so far the single hook rigs this season with small baits been bang on. We've had 3 doubles on them, no problem. So you could argue on this drain maybe the small baits are attracting the small fish. I don't know. I don't think so. I think small baits can work perfectly well for big fish, but proof is in the results, isn't it? So today all we've had 3 jacks. Lost a jack, definitely a jack. I felt it on, but it's one of those where they're holding on to the bait rather than actually hooked. You know, with like 7-inch sardine, you know, with a size 2 hook, no chance. So really what I should have done was I should have cut that bait in half. But then again, if it was a big fish, I'm pretty sure I would have converted it. So that was just the size of the fish in ratio to the size of the bait, I think. But always the way, isn't it? The last hour and it's gone potty. Hope we go. Hope we have a few more. There's a fair bit of floating weeds, some gunk coming down. So I've got to keep my eyes peeled all the time. But you know, just when I was thinking I'm going to sitting here on a all day without a run, and you get 2 in the space of 5 minutes. And exactly the same as the right hand rod. I had some interest on the middle rod while I was unhooking the last fish, and it stopped. I reeled in, plonked it back in exactly the same spot, and it took it instantly. Same with the right hand one. So obviously, you know, the jack's seen that come back in, or I thought I'm having it now. But yeah, so we're 3 jacks in, so one more for 4 of a kind. Or maybe we'll get a full house and have a couple of doubles to go with 3 jacks. But we're into the last hour. Things are livened up. It's put a smile back on my face. I was sitting there feeling sorry for myself at one point, but one thing I have noticed, my unhooking tools are a bit tight, a bit squeak, you know, a bit
a bit rusty. Not, you know, I mean, a bit rusty. Yeah, that's the right word. They're not smooth as they should be for unhooking the fish. So tonight, that's my job when I get home tonight. Oil, WD-40, give them a good oil and a good clean, and get them in tip-top condition for the rest of the season. The good thing about single hooks is anything over a 8 or 9 pound on a single hook, you just take out with your hand. It's dead easy. The jacks are a bit more awkward because they've got a lot smaller mouths. You can't get your hands down their mouths, can you? So, but it's all good. As I say, if you're planning to go out for your first trip this autumn, just have a good look at your unhooking kit. Make sure it's all in tip-top condition. And my pliers were really stiff, so I just bunged them back on the deck. I always come out with half a dozen unhooking tools, so I had 4 or 5 long nose forceps in there. You know, I've got 24-inch forceps, all sorts. So it was just a case of picking up a good pair and unhooking. But you know, if my long nose pliers was my only unhooking tool, it would have been not disaster. It would have still done it, but you want it nice and easy so you can do everything one-handed. You know, chin the pike one-handed. You don't want to be doing a Mr. Muscles job on it. You can see I'm hyper, I'm excited. I've had a couple of fish and I'm on the go again like a Duracell rabbit. Let's see if we can catch some more. Well, it's almost dark now. I'm going to stick it out. I've got 3 rods out still. I'm going to stick it out till it gets dark. I won't be staying into the night. It's been a pleasant day on a Lincolnshire drain. So far I've had 3 jacks. We've had 4 runs today, resulting in 3 jacks on the bank. All the fish landed were on single circle hooks with a small bait hooked through the nose, and they were nailed on every single one. The only one we missed was the hair rigged one, and that was a jack. I felt that was, you know, it was holding on to the sardine for dear life, but it was a jack. It's a beautiful evening. The birds are singing. The traffic's died down a bit. That's the only problem about here. It's quite a busy road, but you know, it's hasn't produced for me today really. Last couple of seasons, if I fished this swim early in the season, I normally have a few mid doubles out, but not to beat today. But as I say, it's not dark yet, so we might nab one. If I do, obviously it'll be on the end of this. If I don't, I'd like to take this opportunity to thank everyone that's subscribed to the channel and watches the videos. If you haven't subscribed, you can hit that subscribe button, and it doesn't mean you get pestered by anything, don't cost you anything. It just means that you'll know for your timeline on YouTube when a new video comes out. Normally Monday evenings now. That seems to be, I always seem to post them on Monday evenings now. It wasn't a conscious thing. I used to post them on a Sunday, but then if you're out fishing Sunday, you ain't going to be watching YouTube, are you? So I thought, well, I'd nice to do it Monday evening. Hopefully, we're going to have a good winter. If we don't, I'll leave a playlist up there of all my pike videos. You can watch them. Oh, there's quite a few. I don't even know off the top of my head. It's probably close to 100. So there'll be something there for everyone. Let's crack on. You know, a little tidy up. Make sure I ain't got. That's what I do when it's like this. I give everything a little tidy up, so I haven't got to put too much away. That way you're not in danger of losing it or leaving anything behind in the dark, which I hate. I remember years ago, I showed you how long ago it was. I left a monkey climber on the West Warwick at Walthamstow, and if you don't know it, it's a big old reservoir, and it's a fair old walk from the fishery entrance. And it's only open during the day. I mean, you couldn't night fish it or anything like that. And I got home. I used to get the bus. I got home and I realised, oh no! So the next day, the next day on a Sunday, I get a bus back to Walthamstow. Marched from me blinking the bus stop, the bus terminus at Tottenham Hale, and then I got into the fishery. The bloke said, "Wait, you'll buy a ticket." I said, "Oh, I had a season ticket at the time," so I said, "No, that's all right." I showed him a season ticket. I said, "Look, so I left a bit of gear on the West Warwick yesterday. I'm going to go home and see if it's there." And it's a long walk. I got away, it was gone, and it still bugs me. 40 years later, I'm still going on about it. But yeah, so if this is the last time we've had a chat, thanks for watching. I really do appreciate it, troops, and we'll see you on the bank real soon.